What is up, everybody? Jester here, and today, after 18 months of searching, I can finally bring you the project that I've wanted to do in No Man's Sky for so long. It's not a perfect system, but it fits pretty much everything we need, and it's not only going to be a system where you can come and build and be creative and have fun, it's also a system where you can come and collect all the different resources that you're going to need for your future expeditions and nip buds and nanites and everything you're going to need to take with you so you can have a good time in your expeditions. There's so much to talk about. Let's get into it. For the last year or so, I've been showing you folks how to set yourself up for complete success early on with farms, as well as crafting a fortune with stasis devices. We've also looked at all the good and bad ways to make nanites, and we've sifted through so much movement module RNG, it's ridiculous, among so many other topics. It's certainly been a hell of a ride thus far in No Man's Sky. But all the while, behind the scenes, I was working on an even bigger project. What if I told you for the last 18 months I had been getting into my freighter on stream sometimes just when I had free time, and jumping around system to system looking for the perfect little starter world to call my home. Or more than just my home. And what if I told you what I finally ended up finding, while not perfect and is missing a couple of things I'd love to have, it's still pretty damn good. Welcome to the Kingdom, a system of 5 planets on a yellow star that I happened to find one day after the update, thank goodness, because I'd have been super upset had we found this and been building and then things got broken. But we're in good shape here. We shouldn't have any more problems with that. And there were some qualifiers I had to have for this base. Number one, it had to have uranium, and it had to have copper. It also had to have sodium. It also had to have rusted metal, and then it also had to have pyrite. This is going to take care of most of our main things we're going to need, because everywhere is going to have oxygen, so we'll have oxygen, and then we can condense that down into carbon. Refine it down into carbon, and that way you've got that as a resource going forward as well. And there's other things we can do here. It gets pretty in-depth. I love this system so far, and I've explored just a minuscule amount. When you portal in for the first time, the first thing you're going to notice is everything is enclosed. So your ship is probably going to spawn inside. Just make sure to go outside and call your ship in. That way you don't end up crashed or anything. I take no responsibility for that if it happens. But just know you're met with this really nice little welcome center that's got storage, lots of plants to pick. There's tons of nip buds up on the second floor, antimatter reactors, there's tons of carbon. There's also copper and oxygen in the sky bar. It's just kind of a cool place to land. But I did want to do just a little bit of exploring to make sure that we had some other amenities I was really looking for. Lucky for us, on the Gamma planet, we have an excellent source of nanites in its runaway mold. Now, I only searched for about 15 or 20 minutes when I was on this planet and found 3 separate deposits that were hundreds of U apart. So I'm assuming that this is just littered with these. And I know for a fact that my last farm used to have 29 pieces. It now has 18. So it's definitely been nerfed. This one has 19 pieces. It should get you a ton of nanites if you refine them. And we did go ahead and set up some of the refiners here as well. So another really good item that we can have for beginning players and older players alike. The system station is absolutely gorgeous with this kind of lavender purple type color scheme. Makes me feel like I'm watching Purple Rain. Nobody looked that up. I'm not old. Look, I checked all the vendors too. There's a ton of good S-Class upgrades here. Some that you don't find in a lot of systems. Neutron cannons here. It's pretty good stuff. The primary lush planet where the Welcome Center is built is this gorgeous planet with blue water, green grass, blue skies. It's got the new floating islands. And look, guys, I never said that the new assets weren't great. I just said I wish we got more gameplay. And that's what's going to kind of lead me to the next part of this, which is where I want to go with this entire project. Aside from this being an excellent place to come and collect and or build bases for collection of resources, I want this to be a creative haven. I want everybody to come here with the idea of, I'm going to make something fun that somebody else can have a good time with. I think our community in No Man's Sky is more than capable of this, and that's what I'm really looking for here. The resource collection stuff is absolutely fine. I have no problem with it, and I'm actually going to do a lot of that stuff myself to make sure anybody that just wants to come here for that can have it. But I really want to see what we're capable of creatively with the base parts that we're given, and interactive things, games within the game, racetracks. I'm going to be doing another version of Smash Ball with a twist, and it's basically PvP in No Man's Sky. I want to see what you guys have. And it's going to be a really good time. I think if we get enough people involved, we might really get into something here. Here are the portal coordinates for the kingdom system. And again, everything's fair game here. I don't care what anybody wants to do. I just want there to be a place where everybody can gather and we can all just have some fun, since we're not getting a whole lot of fun out of the game right now. At least I'm not. And I think there's a lot of people in that same boat with me. So let's go do this for ourselves and let's truly see how creative we can really be. With all that being said, and I kind of feel like I'm selling you a flippin' timeshare at this point. It's like real estate, here you go. But the point is, I think we can really have a good time with this system, and it can be a stepping off point for us for expeditions going forward, because we should have all the different resources we really need to take with us. And if you guys are into the building stuff, I did put a link for the Discord down in the description. There's no need to join, but if you want to do some of the bigger builds or show off what you've done, or just to kind of communicate as to where you're building something, it's there for you if you'd like. There are a couple of voice channels. I might hang out there sometimes. It's kind of scary meeting new people, but hey, you never meet anybody if you don't try. So it's a big learning experience for everybody, I think, and it should be a really good time. And if you guys are into that, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, because that really does help. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I hope to see you guys in here, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.